Welcome back to the BB podcast. Again, I apologize. It's been a little while since we've uploaded, but I've been busy lately. What can I say? But we got another guest today. We're joined by Ben, and we're gonna be talking about the NBA.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh, so happy. Me and Ben actually have another YouTube channel called Game Time. If you want to check it out, I will try to remember to put the link in the description, but no promises.
Probably won't have it.
Today's daily question. I try to do a daily question every single. Well, not daily. Like every video, I ask a question at the start. Today's question is, what do you like better, coffee or tea? Put it down below in the comments. I'm interested. What would you say?
I think, honestly, in my personal opinion, I'd have to go tea.
Oh, that's killer. That's a killer, dude. I would go coffee, but no, tea's good. It depends what kind of tea. What kind of tea you like?
Any kind of tea, to be honest. There's a tea called chrysanthemum tea. That's my favorite. It's kind of on the sweeter side, so, it's pretty good.
I like vanilla chamomile, personally. I also like peppermint. Peppermint's underrated, but yeah. Anyway, getting right into it. We're going to talk about the biggest, pretty much, trade talk of the whole NBA. The Kevin Durant trade. What do you think about it?
I mean, honestly, just thinking about it, the fact that the Suns got Kevin Durant, that's a big pickup for them. I believe he hasn't played yet, though.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, so, that's a bit unfortunate. But, for the Suns, they go all in right now. Cliff Paul is really old now, so, I think this was a good move for the Suns, to be honest.
The only problem is they have no depth. I think their best player coming off the bench right now is Cam Payne. So,
bit of an issue there in the playoffs. Maybe Monty Williams runs a nice six-man, five-man rotation.
Hey, they bought out Terrence Ross, though. If you don't know, Terrence Ross got bought out by the Orlando Magic, and the Suns signed him, which is a great move. He'll be in the starting lineup, too. And he can shoot. That's a good move by them.
That's all they needed.
Because they traded both their forwards. Mikal Bridges, who, by the way, is balling out in Brooklyn right now. He had a 40-point game. Mikal's lucky he got traded. He's happy probably right now. He's like, see you later. I'm the one option now. Give me my money. You know what I'm saying? But the problem I have with the Brooklyn Nets side of things is that, and I said this before last week, before the Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and that era of the Brooklyn Nets, they had Spencer Dinwiddie. They had D'Angelo Russell at one point. They had Jared Allen at one point.
Karis LeVert,
exactly. And they got rid of all their talent and all their picks for old people. And now it's like they're trying to recuperate the assets they once had, but it's not as good of a core as they had.
Yeah, it's not as good as a core, obviously, as what they had. We'll talk about it in the next trade, too. But just overall with the Nets as of late, I'm pretty disappointed in them. Yeah. They weren't able to do anything with all the old guys. And now they're back to square one. And, yes, they have young people, but do the young people want to stay there?
That's another question. Do you think they'll make the playoffs still?
No.
Because they have you think they're going to fall off a cliff, huh?
I think they will fall off a cliff, to be honest.
They'll definitely making play-in, though.
Play-in, yes, but playoffs, I'm not so sure
yeah.
about that.
But, it all depends on their schedule. I don't know what schedule they have. But and Ben Simmons might be gone from that team, too. Yeah. There's rumors that he's not going to play much more again. The coach kind of said it, too.
He's kind of been bad.
Yeah. What a fallout from Ben Simmons. I saw Kenny, KOT4Q, shout out to him because he's totally going to watch this video. But
oh, definitely.
There's a million plus subscribers. But he did a video about the Ringer, uploaded an article, and Ben Simmons was projected to be the second best player in 2023. And
that's
far
not
from that.
True at
far
all.
from that now.
Yeah.
But
add a couple zeros to that, and you might be okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, but no, Ben Simmons kind of fell off a cliff. Before he was averaging 16, and he was getting a bunch of rebounds, one of the best defensive players in the league, and now he's still a great defensive player, but his offense has fell off a cliff, and that's all mental stuff in my opinion. But yeah, and as of the Suns, man, you got to win now. It's pretty much the bottom line. You got D-Book and DeAndre Ayton, who are going to be good for a long time. But KD's not going to be good for 10 more years. Yeah. Chris Paul's you got for another 1 or 2 years before he'll retire. And he's not as good this year as he was last year. He's fell off a cliff as well. Cliff Paul. But,
Yeah, I think we'll talk about it later with our championship favorites.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not... As an early access, I'm not sure about this team, man. I don't know.
It's really it's kind of like the Brooklyn Nets, top heavy, but they do have a little bit more players there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anyway, you want to move on?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Kyrie Irving. I talked about this last time, but it was like right as the trade happened. It was really close to when the trade happened. I wanted to. Now I've thought about it a little bit more, but what do you think about it?
Honestly, I mean, I believe they haven't won a game yet, right? Him and
No,
Luca, they won.
no, they played together. They won a game.
They won one game. Okay.
Wait, did the game you watched they lost?
I know the first two games. I know they were both losses.
Oh, really? But
Yeah.
when they played individually, they won.
Yeah, yeah.
That says something.
That says something. Honestly, I think for the Brooklyn Nets, this was just terrible.
Yeah, you got nothing in return.
You got an eighth grader, so there's some 14-year-old right now, 12-year-old right now that you just traded Kyrie Irving for
Yeah.
essentially.
I mean, you did get two solid role players, but they're nothing compared to Kyrie.
They're also not young,
Yeah.
exceptionally young, I should say.
If you're the Dallas Mavericks, that value is incredible, but I still don't think it makes you a championship team because you still don't have a playmaker. Like, Kyrie's not a great playmaker. I mean, I think he can turn into one, but I don't think he's a great playmaker right now, and Luka isn't. You don't really have a lot of people on the team that can facilitate because Jalen Brunson could facilitate. He could do that job, but he's gone now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, as you said before, when they play together, they lost both games. Now they could be playing hard teams and whatnot, but it all depends about Kyrie Irving's attitude.
Yeah.
Like, all the off-the-court stuff. I mean, Mark Cuban got to remove his Twitter account or something, dude. I don't... But people are saying the Mavericks wouldn't trade for Kyrie because of his off-court issues. The Mavericks have a history of not doing that, but they didn't even go in. I mean, if you're the Mavericks, I'm pulling that trigger on that trade anyway.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Luka just needed some help. I mean, he can't be averaging a triple-double every single season and then not do anything in the playoffs because the rest of his team is just bums, so...
In the West, everyone was hating on the West. Now it's really like now the East is more boring. The West is like the place where it's at. You know,
the
what
West
I mean?
is the place where it's at. John Morant, man, he said he's not worried about anyone in the West. Not so sure about that one anymore.
Yeah. Dude, oh my gosh, John Morant against the Celtics, he put up like 16 points. He did not. It wasn't it for him that game. No, oh my god, no, but it's definitely the place to watch now. Cause now I don't want to go into favorites because we're going to talk about that later. But the East only has a few teams I think have a shot at winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. If we want to move on to the final trade.
Yeah.
We have
I mean, there's a lot of other trades, but the final significant trade.
D'Angelo Russell back to the Lakers. So part of that young core from way back then is he's not young anymore. But they brought him back.
He's not young. Yeah, he's not young anymore.
Yeah,
but he's not old. But yeah. I'm finally proud to be a Lakers fan. I can tell you that now.
Finally
Oh
proud.
my God! I watched. They won 2 out of their 3 games since the trade. That's what I can say. And the game they lost, Braun wasn't playing, so that's a loss right there. Like a really good player that helps. The thing I like about it is Malik Beasley has been hitting his threes. Man, they need 3-point shooting. Malik can't miss. D'Angelo Russell, he hasn't been forcing anything. I've watched 2 of their games. He's been playmaking. He's been hitting the open person. And when it's there, he's there. He's been hitting the floater really well, too. But you want to know the biggest surprise? I mean, this person has kind of been looked over, Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
But I've seen him play. And again, it's not like he's dominant the whole game, but he has his moments. Like, he got a rebound once. He took it down the floor himself. He was playing like a point guard. I think he either scored or made a really good pass. But and they only gave up 1 first-round pick and Russell Westbrook.
Which, I mean, that's a good trade if you're the Lakers.
I don't know how you got away with that. That's a steal. You get the person that's making your team lose off your team, and then you get rid of a first-rounder for that value.
Honestly, just like a perfect trade for the Lakers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have done anything else better.
The only chance, like, I just hope they can make... I know they're not going to make the playoffs, like, but I'm hoping they can get, like, a 7 or 8 seed, so they only have to win 1 play-in game. Because, like, it's really hard as a 9 or 10 seed to win 2 in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very hard to do. So hopefully they can, make a push come playoff time.
Definitely. And what do you think for the Jazz? We don't really need to talk about that much. I mean, they sent Mike Conley to the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
And then they got like a second or something.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like get rid of Mike Conley, who you're paying a lot, and also get some more picks, which I think that's their goal to rebuild. And then, so I think that's a good move for them.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that's a great move for the Jazz.
Timberwolves though. Jeez.
Timberwolves, I
God.
mean, they traded so much for Gobert, and honestly, it's just not working out.
Backfired in their face.
Yeah, the double big lineup didn't work, so they had to blow it up, I guess. And I guess D'Lo was the place to start.
I mean, we talked about it on Game Time, and I remember we were kind of iffy about it because
Yeah.
we didn't want to make a judgment about it yet. I mean, we both thought it was a crazy, like amount of pick equity to give up for Rudy Gobert, but if it works, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
And it's not working at all.
Not
And it's
working at
not
all.
Gobert's fault because, like, he's a rim protector, and the Timberwolves are not a good defensive team. If you make Rudy Gobert go out and contest a shot, then they get the rebound and put it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if he doesn't contest a shot, they hit the three. Like, there's not much he can do. And then he's a liability on offense, especially come playoff time if they even make the playoffs. So, and Anthony Edwards, has he taken a big step up? I don't think
Not
so.
a massive step.
And
no.
that's concerning too if you're a Timberwolves fan because he's your future.
I mean, I think I'm not too concerned though. He's still way too young.
Yeah, you
so-
can't judge a player when
Yeah.
they're that young, but I definitely would. Ooh, this is another question to bring up. Who would you rather have on your team, Anthony Edwards or LaMelo?
I think LaMelo probably. I mean, honestly,
It's
in my
close.
opinion, I think
LaMelo gets me
LaMelo's
annoyed, dude.
playmaking. I think
That's
LaMelo's
true.
playmaking is what really puts him over the top, and
It's
you
true.
need that to start with the team.
That's true. It's just LaMelo. Like, I feel bad for him, dude. They have horrible center play, and then they trade Mason Plumlee.
Yeah,
They're starting center.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, free LaMelo, honestly. Like, he better get out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the Timberwolves aren't looking good. That's the bottom line. My Lakers, I looked at their record actually. They can only lose out of the 20, 24 games around there. They can only lose 8. I mean, they can lose more, but if they lose 8 and win out the rest, they'll be around 500. And
Yeah.
that's kind of where you have to be, especially if you want a 7 or 8 seed. So.
Yeah. So.
But it's gonna be hard, and they have a decently tough schedule coming up too. So, you know. All right, do you want to move on?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna talk about the contest for All-Star Weekend because the contest, which were yesterday on Saturday. Starting off with the skills competition, we had 3 teams. The Antetokounmpos, which consisted of Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Alex Antetokounmpo, and since Giannis was hurt, Drew Antetokounmpo, because Drew Holiday filled in for Giannis. Giannis was there, he just wasn't playing. I hope he's playing the All-Star game though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
hopefully.
haven't heard news on that, but yeah. Then we had the Team Jazz, Jordan Clarkson, Walker Kessler, and I feel so bad. I'm forgetting another person on the team. I've been forgetting the whole day, but one other person. Sorry for the disrespect. And then the Rooks. You got Jaden Ivey, Paolo Banchero, and then for some reason Jabari Smith Jr. I don't know why they threw him in
He
there.
was like the second
Yeah, but he
overall
also
pick.
is not even top 10 now in rookies this year. But
Yeah.
yeah, but so pretty much what happened was the first round, the Antetokounmpos went try hard, but they're not that good. So they put up a respectable score, nothing great. Then the Rooks came out and they went full out. Last year the Rooks were trying to play casual in the skills competition. They weren't trying, but they came out hard. And then Jazz, Jordan Clarkson comes up with his chain. He goes 2 miles an hour, and then they end up losing the first competition. So the Rooks took the first. Then the second round, which was the passing round, the Team Jazz dominated. They had the best formation and they hit the best passes, and they won that by quite a bit. They beat everyone else with 8 seconds remaining. Then the shooting, oh my gosh, it was horrible. It was actually really funny because everyone in the NBA is known for shooting. The Antetokounmpos put up 8 points on shooting. It was so bad. They hit 3 shots total in a span of a minute. And then the Rooks came in and did even worse. They put up 5 points. That's it. They hit 2 shots. So then the Jazz came in and they won. I mean, Walker Kessler hit the final shot, the center, I might add.
Yeah.
And they won it with 20 seconds left. But so the Jazz ended up taking it. Any reactions on that?
I mean, honestly, the shooting thing, that's tragic,
funny.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, we know Thanasis can't shoot, but come on,
Yeah,
guys.
come on.
Paulo, come on, man.
everyone else had to pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, then we got a shooting competition. I'll try to name off the people that went. I'll probably miss a couple, but we got Lauri Markkanen, Damian Lillard, Buddy Hield, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Julius Randle, Kevin Herter. I'm missing another person that
You say Dame?
yeah, I said Dame. Missing like one person that was like tied with Tatum.
Mm.
But again, they didn't really matter in the long run. No offense to that person, but so anyway, kind of people that did really bad. Kevin Herter surprisingly did the worst out of everyone, which I was shocked because he was one of the person's favorites to win on the broadcast, and it was really disappointing because he's like a lethal shooter. He's known for his shooting. Then Julius Randle beat him. Let's just talk about that for a second. Julius Randle beat Kevin Herter in a shooting contest.
I think the real question is, how did Julius Randle even make it into the 3-point
He was
shooting?
a cancellation. Someone was injured.
Oh,
I forget who it was.
Wasn't it Jaylen Brown?
No, it wasn't Jalen Brown. It was someone else. But he filled in for someone. It was mad funny. He was actually hitting too for a bit. He got second worst. But
Are we sure he was the first option after cancellation?
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think I would have taken what's his name? Oh my God, on our team. I think I would have taken Sam Hauser personally
Sam
over
Hauser.
Julius Randle.
Yeah,
but
Sam. Because he is a big. Yeah. Or Mike Muscala.
honestly,
Mike
Moose,
Muscala.
get Moose up there.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Moose
just put Taco in the 3-point competition, see what happens.
That would be hilarious. That would be so funny. Yeah. All right. Tatum did not make it. Sorry, Celtics fans. He got 20 points. He got 4th place. The top 3 that did make it: Buddy Hield with a score of 23 in the first round. Dame Dalla with a score, I believe, of, I want to say like 26. And then Tyrese Halliburton dropped 31 in the first round. Tyrese, who thought? And they were saying this on the broadcast too. The difference between them is Tyrese Halliburton, when he was shooting, he wasn't jumping up that much. It was all arms for him, which is good because you're more consistent. You don't get as tired. Whereas all the other contestants were using their legs a lot more. But so what ended up happening was Buddy Hield started. He hit like his last like 3 money balls on his rack. He had 25. He had 25. Last shot bounces off the rim, which kills because 25 is respectable, but 27 is even harder to beat. Like, that's really hard. So then Damian Lillard comes up. It's not looking too great. He has 4 balls left. In order to beat Buddy Hield, he needs to hit all 4, and he hits all 4. He clutches up, beats Buddy Hield by 1 point with a score of 26. But here comes Tyrese.
31.
You got 31. He
31.
comes up, shoots. First 5, he misses all first 5. And that's kind of the story of the whole thing. He dropped 16.
Biggest fall
of the century. Well, so Damian Lillard ended up winning. Dame Dalla, and he had Dalla on the back of his shirt, which was funny when he was shooting. But yeah, I mean, it was really funny to see Tyrese just fall off a cliff.
Yeah, honestly, I think he just got too tired, winded up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I had very low hopes for the dunk contest because it seems like it's really disappointing every single year. But this year wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. Mac McClung, to be honest, though, I think if he wasn't in it, it probably would have been another bad one.
Yeah.
But he carried that really hard.
Like, I watched the highlights after because I fell asleep.
Me too.
I saw the first round. I fell asleep during it. But Mac McClung, man. Oh, my God. His first dunk, he jumped over 2 people, hit it, tapped it off the backboard, then dunked it in. And then another one, his final dunk, he did like a 720, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And when you look at Mac McClung, you think he's some scrub. You don't even think he's that good.
He's
short, too.
He is.
He has hops, dude.
Hops for days. That's what you need.
One thing that got me really annoyed is the judges this year are so bad.
Yeah, no.
Not like, I don't care about who they are. I'm saying the way they judged. Like, come on. Like, I forget who it was, but someone had a nice dunk. And they got last place in the first dunk thing when it was like the second best dunk. Bro, the center there, I forgot his name. He tried to stick both arms in the hoop when he dunked. He only got one in and like a wrist, and they still gave him a good amount of points. But again, what can you do? Like, you want people judging it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't like the scoring system in it this year. It was like you chose between 40 or 45, and then you averaged them. I like it a lot better when they rate it 1 through 10 and then add them up.
It doesn't make sense why they would change it after so many years.
With decimals, it doesn't. I don't like it.
Hey, shout out to G Leaguer Mac McClung, man.
Dude, he's not a G Leaguer anymore though.
He got
a 2-way contract. He got caught up.
Two-way, man.
Hey, he better come back next year. That's all I'm saying. Better make it interesting. But yeah, that wraps it up for the competitions. And now we're gonna predict the All-Star games, and we're gonna try to predict the draft too. Not like every single. Do you want to do pick by pick?
It's up to you.
All right, let's just like I'll pretend to be LeBron and you pretend to be Giannis. All right.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds very good.
Okay. So these are the players, and again, they're drafting the reserves first. Okay, that's Eastern, and this is Western. All right. So I'll be LeBron. I'll go first. With my first pick in the reserves, I'm taking Steph Curry.
Yeah, I don't think much of an argument there at all.
Do you want to just like say the top players?
Yeah.
Just,
Let's just say the top players.
Okay, so I think undoubtedly for the reserves, for Western Conference, the best player is definitely Curry, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Zion a starter?
No, he's a reserve. He's a reserve.
Dude, I swear to God, I went over the videos and he was a starter before, and now he's a reserve. He got
Really?
demoted.
Oh.
He got demoted, dude. Oh, wait, I know why. Maybe he's injured. He won't play. That's why. So someone's filling in for him.
Oh, Curry also isn't playing. So.
Oh, that's annoying. Anthony Edwards made it because he's an injury replacement. Same with De'Aaron Fox. Okay, all right. Who are you taking out of these reserves? Who's your favorite?
I mean, if I'm LeBron, I'd probably take Dame.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Or Paul, PG-13.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real. Like in these contests, it's about offense only. So I'd probably go Dame over here.
Yeah.
I like Shea, but he's more of like a grit and grind player.
Yeah.
And like Jaren Jackson Jr. I love, but he's not offensive, so you can't take him. But yeah, it's sad that he's not playing though. So Ja's replacing Curry in the starting lineup, guys.
Yeah.
And Lauri Markkanen's replacing Zion, which is cool.
Shout out Lauri Markkanen.
It's in Utah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you need someone from Utah. Also, Utah's bad, so.
And then Western Conference.
No, we just did.
Eastern Conference. We got Giannis. We got Joel Embiid. So Durant's not playing because he's injured.
Yeah.
Kyrie's still in there. Donovan's still in there. JT. Who you taking first out of these starters?
Out of these starters, am I Giannis or am I LeBron?
You're Giannis.
I'm Giannis. I think for the starters, honestly, see, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, you want to think of Giannis' strengths, right? You need 3-point shooting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would go.
Probably go Luka, to be honest. I mean, I think Luka makes the most sense. Either that or, I don't know, man. Giannis is pretty weird with his drafts. I kind of feel like he just takes who he likes.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised if he took Joel Embiid with his first pick. That would not surprise me at all.
So, in my opinion, the two best starters to pick are Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic, just because of their offensive talent. If we're going by skill, I would take Jokic, but in an all-star game format, you know what I mean?
You need those two.
And for...
We're good, I think.
Okay, good. And for reserves for Eastern, let's look at these reserves.
So KD's not playing.
Bam. Yeah, all these players are playing.
Is Jalen playing even though he had a fracture?
No, he's playing.
He is? Playing. Okay. Yeah. Is he wearing a mask too? Because if he's wearing a mask, that has to give him a plus 10. Plus 10 overall on 2K with the mask on.
Siakam is an injury replacement, dude. All right, let's... Ooh, this is hard, dude. For the reserves, for East?
I think, honestly...
I would go Jalen.
I would go Jalen or Reese.
Or DeMar.
I like those two.
DeMar, Reese, or DeMar. Those are my three. But, because those are three best offensive players. Reese just got to hit his shots.
Yeah, that's
Drew Holiday's kind of nice, too. But, yeah.
But he's so defensive.
Randall better be the last pick.
Yeah.
Randall better be the last pick. I don't know why I disrespect Randall so hard, but who are you going to give the finals MVP to?
I think the finals MVP for this one, see, that's tough, man. I want to say Dame because last year Curry got it, but I don't think after the 3-point contest, I just don't think he can win both.
I think it's gonna be JT or Luka, and if JT or Luka are on the same team, that team automatically wins.
Yeah, honestly,
So,
if they let JT and Luka be on the same team,
watch Giannis be like, you already know what's gonna happen though. You already know what's gonna happen. Braun's gonna go like, Braun's gonna take like, he's gonna take someone like Paul George or Jaylen Brown first for the reserves, and then Giannis is gonna go Drew Holiday first pick. Yep. I guarantee Giannis will take Drew Holiday first pick.
Guarantee Giannis is also taking Pascal Siakam. I guarantee it.
What?
He likes Pascal.
He likes Pascal?
Yeah, I guarantee it. Just watch for that.
What team you got winning though? What captain you got winning?
I think honestly, man, just with history repeating itself, I think it has to be LeBron.
Same.
Giannis is gonna make some goofy draft. It's gonna be like a 5 center lineup.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
Jokic at the 1,
Embiid at the 5,
Randall running the 2,
and Jaren Jackson at the 4.
Yeah.
Giannis there
Yeah.
at the 3. So I think it has to be LeBron. Team LeBron.
Yeah, I mean LeBron just the superior drafter.
Yeah.
He doesn't go by favorites, dude. He just goes by. Watch him pick Kyrie, bro. Like first starter pick, bro. You should have came. No, he's not gonna pick him because he didn't come.
Yeah, no, he's mad.
It's gonna be like the James Harden thing last year with KD.
Yeah, but he's just not gonna pick him.
Yeah. Oh my, that was so funny last year. Or maybe no, it was last year.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I need center play, so I'm gonna take Rudy Gobert. Oh, jeez. James Harden got disrespected so hard. What? All right. Speaking, quick question. What do you think about the Sixers this year? Do you want to just move? We'll move on to the championship.
Move on to the championship favorites because I think that ties in pretty well.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about who we think's gonna win the whole thing.
Definitely non-biased for the East, but in all honesty, man, with the Celtics on how they're rolling right now, I don't see who can stop them.
I have 2 teams that I think can.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched a lot of NBA this year, and one game that I tuned into with my mom, it was the Celtics playing the Bucks.
They dominated.
None of the starters played.
Oh, that game.
And it went to overtime, and they lost by 5.
But Giannis wasn't playing.
No, he was.
Giannis was playing?
Yep, and Yep.
No.
Yes.
He was playing?
Look it up.
I trust you, man. Wait, I thought he wasn't. Oh, my God. I might take the Bucks.
Giannis, Drew, and Chris were all playing against the starting lineup they rolled out was Sam Hauser, Blake Griffin.
I know they starting line. What?
Sam Hauser, Blake Griffin.
That's all Joe Mazzulla, man. That's all Joe Mazzulla,
so,
man.
Honestly,
the plays, man.
If I'm the Celtics right now, the team I'm feeling personally, and this is just by history, they always own the Sixers. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not taking Sixers.
Nothing the Sixers. The team I'm worried about is the Cavaliers.
That's what I was gonna say. But when they're healthy, when they were healthy and played the Bucks, the Celtics, they crushed them.
Yeah.
So I have the 2 teams I think that could beat the Celtics in a 7-game series is the Bucks and the Cavs, and that's what I was gonna say. Because the Cavs, the problem with the Cavs is they're so inconsistent.
Yeah.
When they play well, they're like unstoppable. But when they don't play well, then they're kind of trash. And it's kind of all hinges on 3-point shooting.
Yeah, it really does.
Like when they're hitting, they're hitting. When they're missing, they're missing. But the Cavs, they're unstoppable when they're doing good. So that's why they're scary.
Yeah, they are pretty scary. The only good thing about the Celtics is, they are a defensive team.
And they're consistent.
So they are very consistent. But every other team, I mean, like the Sixers, they're not going to do anything. Like,
they always choke. Doc Rivers
always
overrated.
Always chokes. Embiid tries to put the team in his back, and he literally can't do it anymore.
Dude, he breaks his back every time in the
playoffs. He honestly does break his back. And then with the Bucks, I mean, we've just seen them like get owned by the Celtics.
Drew Holiday's nice though.
He is
Drew
really
Holiday's
nice.
He's underrated.
Really nice. Yeah.
But yeah, they do get owned. I mean, I don't really see another team competing in the Western. Like, there's not even anyone close.
Yeah, not at all.
Any like sleepers though? You think?
Not really, to be honest. I think in the East it's pretty top heavy. I think one of the top teams is just gonna make it.
All right, do you want to move on to the West? I'm really upset because my conference finals teams were the Nuggets, which is respectable, and then the Pelicans. But hear me out. The Pelicans are doing horrible now. They're like an 11 seed. But also, the Western Conference is wide open because, like, from 13 to, like, 5 seed, it's, like, separated by 4 games. Yeah. So it's wide open. But Zion got injured, like I said he probably would. And now they went on, like, an 11-game losing streak.
Yep.
And then they ended up beating the Lakers, of course. But yeah. But, I still stick with it. I have the Nuggets winning the whole thing this year. I'm still sticking with it.
I really like the Nuggets. I'm a bit worried about the Nuggets with Jokic just on how dominant he can be because if they shut down his passing lanes and they say, you know, Jokic, you have to beat us every single game in a 7-game series.
You know, it really falls on Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon.
It really, really does. Yeah, Jamal Murray, he has to perform again.
And Aaron Gordon has to hype the team up with some crazy dunks.
Yeah, probably. I really like the Nuggets, though. I also, I'm not really sure who else I like. I mean, the Grizzlies, they're okay, but I don't really see
they're
them
not
going.
even close. My brother had them going to the finals.
No.
I'm like, what world are you living in?
Not the Grizzlies. I could honestly, just because it's the playoffs, I could honestly see the Suns making it to the conference finals.
Yeah,
only because they're
top heavy, yeah.
I mean, when you have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, like, what do you...
And you have a playmaker in Chris Paul, too. It's not like you have no playmaker.
And then Aiden's there to go down there, catch lobs, and just protect the paint. It's like, in the playoffs, I think that team can be good.
I'm gonna say it right now. And everyone in the comments is gonna hate on me. I don't care. Sleeper team in the West, the Lakers. I'm not saying they're gonna win the whole thing. I'm not saying they're gonna win the whole thing. All I'm saying is if they make a 7 or 8 seed appearance in the playoffs, they can do some damage.
I agree with that. I think they can win a couple rounds easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'm not saying they're gonna go to the championship or anything, but they can definitely do some damage. It's harder for them to make the playoffs than win in the playoffs. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they can win a series, but they just like can't close out games. It seems
They
like.
cannot close out games, but
And I think we're missing. I feel like a couple of teams in the West. I mean, I don't think the Mavs are gonna do anything.
Mavs not going to do anything. Warriors have been awful this year.
Yeah, you never can count Steph Curry out.
You never can, but they haven't been.
How's Wiggs been doing this year?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jordan Poole also has not been.
I know. That's what I was saying
Yeah.
before. Jordan Poole is like not taking any steps, and they got their bags last offseason too, right?
They haven't
not
done anything
performing,
with them.
dude.
Yeah.
Kind of a reoccurring theme in the NBA, honestly. People getting paid and not performing, but.
So honestly, hopefully this year for Celtics fans, hopefully.
So you got
they can
Celtics
win.
and who in the finals?
I think I got Celtics Nuggets.
Okay, so this is like, I'll take in my opinion. So I said before Bucks, Nuggets, and I'm not gonna like take that back, but I'm also gonna throw in another possibility. I'm gonna throw in Cavs Nuggets, because I think the Cavs can really do some damage. I still got the Nuggets winning the whole thing though, because Nikola Jokic is like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute too, but I like how I spelled championship so correctly.
You don't like the Celtics to make it though?
No, I think it's definitely a possibility.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
won't like taking underdog teams. Like I think the Celtics are the clear favorite.
They are the clear favorites. That's very fair.
The thing is, I can see them choking in a conference finals. Like, remember, come on, last season, let's be real.
Yeah,
Those
they
two
almost-
7-game series, they should have not pushed
Yeah,
it
they
to
should have
7
not pushed it
games.
to 7.
Like, you're playing a team without Chris Middleton and a team without, like, the Heat, who had injured players as well.
But I think the only difference is this year the Celtics depth is much
Yeah,
better.
oh my, it's amazing. It's incredible, dude. You have 3 point guards that would start on every single team.
Peyton Pritchard doesn't even get minutes anymore.
I know.
He's
And
not that bad.
Bro, trade him to the Kings. Free Payton, you know what I'm saying?
He's honestly
no,
not
to
that
the
bad.
Kings. The Kings are nice this year. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Trade him to the Rockets, dude.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean,
I
he's
feel
not
bad for him. He's like 26
know.
already, and he's not getting any minutes, and he
Yeah.
could get minutes somewhere else.
He'd easily, maybe not starting, but
Yeah,
easily off the bench.
As like
he'd
a
play.
7th person or something.
Easily on any other.
He better
most
go
of the
somewhere
teams.
else, dude. Honestly, if
Yeah.
you want to get minutes, dude, because he can hit threes.
Yeah,
I remember in the summer league he dropped like 70
I
something.
know.
It's just sad. I mean, and I'm not saying that they should play him because they have a defensive identity.
Yeah, they have defensive, and
But-
he's short. So.
Yeah, I'm not saying they should play him, but it's just unfortunate to see. But you got Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, and Marcus Smart, who are 3 quality starters.
Exactly.
Then you got other people coming off the bench too, like
Sam Hauser's been playing pretty good. Blake Griffin's been playing okay.
Blake Griffin doesn't, and Sam Hauser don't play a ton though.
Not a
Like
ton.
who's getting quality minutes off the bench at that forward and center position now?
I think it's just those two. Then.
Oh, no, it's
Grant Williams. Yeah.
Grant Williams and Moose.
Oh yeah,
Mike
Moose.
Muscala now.
Moose has honestly been playing really well.
But like, come on, at Horford and Rob for a 4 and 5, that's nasty, dude.
It's so good.
Horford spreads the floor so well, and he
I
can
know.
shoot, and then Rob just dominates in the paint. It's fun to watch the Celtics play. It really
It
is.
really is fun to watch them play, and when you got the guy up top there, I mean, obviously, they're gonna be good.
I got a question for you because I was talking about this with my family the other day. What do you think is better, like more fun to watch, NBA now or NBA in like Larry and Magic days? I know
Probably
you
the
didn't
NBA
watch.
now.
I didn't know. I know you weren't alive,
yeah.
obviously, but I would have to actually disagree there because, and it's all about opinion, right? It's all
Yeah.
about what you like watching. I like to see crazy passes and like domination in the paint more than I like seeing 3-point shots. But some people like seeing like Curry shoot threes, which I like too.
That's fair.
But the only thing that just gets me annoyed about the NBA now is the like refereeing. Before you could like just foul and they wouldn't call anything,
Yeah, same
which
thing
I
with the
like
NFL.
because it was consistent, right? Now it's so inconsistent. You get some calls that refs that call everything, some refs that miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, same with the NFL, dude. Oh my god. I might make another episode about the Super Bowl. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying right now that holding call is so stupid. Regardless if it's a holding call or not, you can't call the holding call with 2 minutes left in the game. It just ruins the whole game.
Yeah.
Like you watch the whole regular season NFL, fantasy football, do all this stuff for it to come down to a holding call at the end. it just makes me hate the Chiefs even more, even though it's like there's nothing to hate them for. But
Yeah, pretty much.
were you rooting for the Eagles?
Yeah, obviously.
I was like unsure until the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're gonna move on and talk about the MVP favorites, our candidates we have for this year, and we can also talk about like people that aren't gonna win but have had good years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who do you got winning it?
I don't think Jokic is gonna win it. He's already won it, and
Alright.
I don't think voters like to give him like his start already. Like I don't think they're gonna want to do that. So, even though he's been probably the best player this year, I don't think he'll get the award.
Which is stupid, right? Like,
Yeah.
come on, like you can't. If you're a voter, you can't do that. Like,
But-
I think Jokic should win it. His team's a 1 seed.
Yeah.
With the amount of support he has, it's
Yeah, I
insane.
know. It's
He's the
crazy.
most valuable player in the league. Like, he just is, and stats say that too.
But he probably won't win it, and Giannis probably won't win it. So
Yeah. So who's gonna win it? JT better not win it. I'm sorry.
it's probably gonna be JT.
If he wins it, I'm never watching the NBA ever again. We're not talking about NBA on this podcast anymore. I'll tell you that right now. JT wins it. You can't give it to someone who has so much help
Yeah, I
and is a
know.
1 seed versus someone who has no help and is a 1 seed.
But I mean, that's probably how it's gonna go. I mean,
Because voters aren't gonna want to compare Jokic to like a Wilt Chamberlain or like a Larry Bird or like it was someone or Bill Russell, like people that got 3 in a row for MVPs.
yeah.
But I mean, you also got Luka, who's kind of sneaky, but I think you give it to JT over Luka just because of seeding. But yeah, and I mean other people, standout people, Laurie Markkinen, MVP.
MVP.
Laurie. No, dude, it was so funny. I was talking about this too. So in the 3-point competition when Tyrese Halliburton started, Draymond Green was on the cast, like talking about stuff. And he's like, "Oh, here we go, the fake All-Star." Because Tyrese Halliburton is on a horrible team, but he averages like 11 assists a game and like 20 something points. So Draymond Green was calling him a fake All-Star because he's like the best player on a horrible team.
I think Draymond's just mad he's never made it.
Yeah. No, he has made it.
A couple times.
Yeah, a couple
early
times.
on.
Yeah. But they were asking Draymond about his experience also in the games. So like, how much experience does he really have?
Yeah.
But those Warriors teams were crazy.
They were crazy.
Like when they had 4 All-Stars, Clay, Curry, KD, and Draymond. Let's be honest. Boogie Cousins should have been an All-Star.
Cousins should have made it,
Hey,
man.
by the way, the headband like Boogie. I just came from my basketball game. I was wearing the headband, but best headband players of all time. Who? Let's do it real quick. Braun in the Heat days.
Yeah, probably Braun.
AI. Melo.
I don't even know.
Boogie.
who else.
I was thinking about this at work. Did Curry wear it for a bubble year?
I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
I know Clay has like headband Clay, but and let's see who are like some other MVP candidates. Embiid.
But it's Embiid. He never wins it.
And I feel bad because
Embiid's been better in other years where he
has.
still hasn't won it. So
he's always like top 3 and he never wins.
never ever wins.
Just because I think it just all it comes down to seeding.
Yeah.
They're never like the top seed or top 2 seeds. They're always like 4.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 every single time, which I mean that's not his fault. He also has Harden, like Harris. He has a Maxey. He has a ton of help.
Yeah.
But
He does.
yeah, fantasy basketball this season.
Yeah, I
You have
know.
not been paying attention.
I have not, but
I've been paying attention. I have 2 leagues. I'm in first in like both leagues. That's because no
I
one
won't
makes
be in
subs.
last though.
Who's in last?
Jonah. So I won't be in
Jonah?
last. Yeah.
I thought Jonah was gonna. I told Jonah at the start of the year, I'm like, dude, you have the best team.
Well,
But he did. I'm telling you, at least from my perspective. But he just doesn't do subs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate Ben Lau. It's
That's
pretty
his
bad
name.
too.
I think it's
Oh,
because
it's
he's
his name?
lost. Yeah, I think it's because he's lost.
Oh my god! And I can't believe my brother won fantasy football.
That was
It's
crazy.
so funny.
That was so funny.
But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Is there any like other like big NBA news?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so hopefully, we'll see Giannis throw the draft. We can be
honestly.
talking about that again. That'll be really funny. And LeBron dominates. I think they're gonna do that same format they do usually.
Yeah.
With the you make it a certain score and then like that determines what you need to make it to then or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I don't like it like that.
Yeah, it's
I just
honestly
like
so
playing.
weird. Yeah.
I mean, I think it might like encourage defense more. I don't know what they were trying to go for honestly because I don't even think it does.
No idea.
I like when it was honestly I like drafting more than West versus East, but it was cool when it was West versus East. Because drafting, you get to see the captains fold like like a paper or something. But yeah, so yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. Remember, daily question of the day: do you like coffee or tea? Now, I want to see it in the comments. I'm gonna be really upset for all the tea people. I'm just joking. But yeah, thank you once again for tuning in, and I'll try to get another episode out as soon as I can. And thank you again, Ben, for joining us.
Yeah,
That was
thank you for
awesome.
having me.
All right, bye, y'all. Thank you.